Civil engineering played a big role toward the society development throughout the centuries. Society and civil engineers correlated to each other, where society are the taxpayer, while the civil engineer are the ones who are responsible to build the infrastructure using the tax money. Nowadays, the role of civil engineer was not given enough attention by the society. On this video, we're going to talk about the awareness of roles of civil engineer toward the society development.
What is civil engineering? In civil engineering, the profession of planning and constructing structured works that benefit the public is practiced. Civil engineering is everything you see that's been built around us. It's about roads and railways, schools, offices, hospitals, water and power supply, and much more. The kinds of things we take for granted but would find life very hard to live without. Examples of such works include dams, bridges, aqueducts, canals, highway, power plants, sewage system, and other infrastructure. What are the 5 branches of civil engineering? The top 5 of civil engineering projects are construction and management, geotechnical, structural, transport, water, and architecture. What civil do in society? Civil engineers help keep our society moving along properly. They are thanks for the way our cities are laid out, the roads and bridges that we traverse, the canals we transport goods on, and the building we do business in. Civil engineers are creative problem solvers. This can come as a surprise to those who imagine civil engineering to be formulaic problem solving, analyzing a problem to come to a known single solution. They are also responsible for making sure our waste is properly carried away in the sewers and ensuring that our water supply reaches us. From airports to dams to tunnels and bridges, civil engineers help keep us safe and manage the infrastructure that we rely on to carry out our jobs, hobbies, and personal life. Essentially, it is important for society to understand that engineers don't just work with machines, designs, or circuit boards, and engineering doesn't only require a good understanding of science and mathematics. Importance of civil engineering towards society. Civil engineers are indispensable professionals. They have one of the greatest responsibilities on this planet. Civil engineers also play a role in increasing the health and quality of life. They also need to continue professional development to make sure some new ideas and innovation technologies can be generated. Lastly, civil engineers had to service with competence in order to make sure all people in that society being treated fairly and uphold professional honor. Contribution civil engineering in society. We may not truly sense the significance of civil engineering in our daily routine. The function of civil engineering begins with the start of the day when you get down to your routine oral hygiene. Civil engineers contribute to develop the basic infrastructure on which modern society depends on, such as a water supply system with a well-designed network of pipes, water treatment plant, and many other important things associated with this. They are also contributed to distribution projects, to rapid and dramatic changes in transportation system and design of building to protect us from natural hazards and provide healthcare to the society. Skills required to be civil engineering. Civil engineers with the appropriate training, education, and experience often find themselves with multiple professional opportunities and options into the highly competitive global world. Firstly, the skills required to be civil engineer is excellent engineering knowledge. It is because civil engineering is a complex field that requires wide range of knowledge, skills, and abilities to be problem solver. They also need to highly have imagination skills in order to transform the drawing into the real-life construction. Technical training also one of the skills required to be civil engineer. The relevant technical training required by civil engineer include project planning, design, construction, geology, and surveying. As a problem solver, critical thinking skills also one of the crucial skills that need to be a civil engineer. Civil engineers are typically very skilled at problem solving. Throughout each project, they must be solve complex technical problems and come up with a creative solution. Lastly, communication skills are extremely important for civil engineers, who often lead teams of diverse people and have to communicate effectively with all of them. They must also communicate with clients and the general public, clearly explaining complex technical concepts. These highly skilled engineers use their wide range of knowledge to grow and foster successful careers in both the public and private sectors.